Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with a comparison video. I forget what I used to call these, a side-by-side comparison from Campaign 1, Vox Machina, to the show. I'm gonna do a couple. I am way behind on the edits. Thankfully, my moderator over on the live streams, Michael, edited 2 of them up for me. I had to either edit episode 2 and 3 or start with 4, 5, and 6 because 4, 5, and 6 already came out. Those of you who don't know, I have a problem with my throat, so I won't be speaking as loudly as I should. I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and they're probably gonna have to do surgery. But I have so many things to do, I'm just making do, and on a good day, I try to get as much done as possible. Michael, over the weekend, assisted me and did episode 2 and 3. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 up on YouTube. All of them are up in full as soon as I watch them on Patreon, which was the day they dropped. So all of them are up the day they drop. 7, 8, and 9 come out Thursday. So the goal is to try to finish editing 5 and 6 by then, which I should be able to do at this point, or close to it because of Michael's assistance. But Michael, along with others on the live stream, also have sent me links to the comparison videos. So there is a ton of them, and some of them are really long. There was one called Trust a Dragon that was like 45 minutes, which was probably really cool, but I'm like, I don't know if I got it in me to do 45 just because of my throat. So I'm going to do the shorter ones first, and I'm going to do the ones that were in episode 1, 2, and 3 first. I'm starting with Do You Spice? Do You Spice? I have to assume, well, the image right here just tells it all. I didn't understand, well, I understood what was going on, but I've never heard of such a thing as Do You Spice, and if I did, I forget. But Scanlan was approached by this guy, and the Do You Spice thing came up, and it was pretty funny. And the fact that there is a actual comparison video of it leads me to believe it goes way deeper than what we saw in the animated show. So let's jump in. We'll talk more at the end, and we're also going to do more. I know there is a Vex and Percy one I'm definitely doing next, which was episode 3, Vexations. And then after that, I'm going to do the bath scene, which is also Vex, Percy, and Vax when he jumps in the hot tub. That is actually technically the next 3 episodes, but I'm going to do those 3 first, just because I feel like the Vexation one and the bath one kind of go together. And this one, I believe, was episode 1 of season 3, if I'm not mistaken. So let's jump in. You want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is the link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of Vox Machina in full as far as humanly possible. You want your own requested show or movie? Go to the link for Patreon. You can ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level. That's how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, My Hero Academia, Toriko, and Bleach. We're doing the new Ranma 1/2 remake, which is amazing. Heartstopper Season 3 is going on. Tulsa King Season 2, House of the Dragon 2 just ended. Jackie Chan movies every month. Pushing Daisies, Good Omens, so many shows, full unedited. Check it out. If not, Do You Spice? The side-by-side comparison.
Thank you so much, young men, for your help.
Finding drugs
Also,
on the trip.
Spice?
Great face.
Oh my god!
No.
Great face.
No.
Do you spice?
Do you
This is
spice?
Yo, you
one of those
cool?
things.
You cool, dog?
Travis is doing it
I don't
again.
know what you're talking about.
Oh god.
I'm not an authority. Do you
You
spice?
holding? It's like you
Spice
holding? You holding?
I'm sorry, I'm confused.
It's cool. Ignore that part. Thank you so much.
Look
do
at
you think?
Laura. Look at
No
Laura.
Kind of just puts his hand out.
I flip him a coin.
Takes it.
Do you spice?
Good luck finding your fruit.
Okay, thank you.
I feel like it
They
happened
both
in
kind of walk
reverse
away,
though.
but at a slow pace, looking over their shoulder at you the whole way.
They seemed legit. They seemed like they were street kids. They would have
I dig it.
They're riffraff. They could know what's spicy. They were carrying fruit, and they look normal. But I've got a keen eye for these things. I was a kid on the street for a long time.
Sam, no joke, thanks for the ab workout.
I'm happy they're gonna re-show it because I feel like it happened in reverse. Didn't the other guy say Do You Spice? Like Scanlan did
Spice?
it. Do you, yeah.
I'm sorry, what? You spice? Spice it? What? Oh, I mean, sometime. No, not right now. I'm going to see my daughter.
Do you spice?
Does she spice? Dude.
Oh, and I forgot he farts. Huh? And he farts and runs off twice. All All right, everybody. So that's what I thought. In my head, I'm like, wait, didn't the other guy approach him and say, "Do you spice?" to Scanlan? I got a little confused because I'm like, wait, Sam is immediately doing it and it's hilarious. And then I'm laughing and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, wait, it happened in reverse. But then I was second guessing myself and I'm like, did Scanlan say it first? And then the other guy showed the coat. It's literally like something you'd see in New York City. I live in New Jersey my whole life, but I'm like 30 minutes from New York and I would go to the city all the time and literally guys would approach you. I don't know if it still happens now. I'm talking like 25, 30 years ago when I was a teenager. We would take the train in New York City and guys would walk up and like open their coats and sell watches and stuff, not spice or drugs. I'm sure they did it with drugs too, but we were younger. And I remember a lot of times it being watches or jewelry, necklaces. Like I had a girlfriend, we would go in the city and they'd be like, "Hey, you want a necklace for your girl?" And they'd open their coat and it'd be like all these trinkets and necklaces and rings and watches, usually stuff like that. But I'm guessing if you wanted drugs, there were those guys too. And I mean, I've lived in shady areas growing up and things like that do happen. And people like, "Hey, you holding?" Like I've heard that phrase, like, "Are you holding? Are you cool?" Like Travis said. But I was a little thrown off because I was like, wait, in the show, whatever, it's well done. And then the farting thing, I wish I understood that part. Like, was that just thrown in for shits and giggles? Because there was no farting part with Scanlan. But the way Sam did it was great. The faces he was making, Sam really knows how to sell it. And everybody was hysterically laughing. It almost looked like at one point, Laura was like, all right, this is like too much or ridiculous. But then when he did it the second time, she burst into laughter. People had a good time. Liam even said thanks for the ab workout because he had a good chuckle. So very cool. That was a short one. I didn't honestly realize that was so short, but it's a good starter. I'm going to go edit this up. We're going to jump into Vexations. I don't know exactly, honestly, what it is going to show, but I'm assuming it is going to be where Vex opens the door naked and Percy is there. That one I'm the most curious about because I've said it in the videos and the live stream how her being married to Travis, even though I'm not the jealous type, I feel like I would be so awkward if my wife was having like a hardcore sex scene with a friend of ours in game. But like, I understand that it is like harmless. But I just know that I would be like, if I was, especially if I was married, I'm not even married. I don't even have a girlfriend right now, but I've had many girlfriends. And if I had a girlfriend and we were in a game and that was going on, even if I was like best friends with the person, I would be like, this is awkward and weird. And it's not just like a kiss. It is like I answer the door naked and things happen, but I'm getting too much into the next scene. We'll jump into that. You want to see more of what I do, in the description of every video is the link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of Vox Machina in full unedited as far as possible. You want your own requested short movie, that's where you go to ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level. And how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, My Hero Academia, Toriko and Bleach, Eureka, Winona Earp and The Shield. We're finishing Tulsa King Season 2, Heartstopper Season 3, Cobra Kai and Stranger Things final seasons very soon. Ranma 1/2 just started the remake on Netflix. Check it out in full unedited. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.